9 TLP, W9RB.
79 MRB and TLP.
Good morning. What's happening?
Ted, they have the comps here again.
Oh, more trouble in the neighborhood?
I guess the punk was here. The old lady don't tell me. I'm really pissed at her. She's just being a. Oh, I don't even want to. I'm so aggravated, man. She tells me last night about 10:30, the punk came with 2 cars in the driveway, three of his friends and 2 broads, and broke into the house. So apparently the baby mama took away his key. So I had the cops here. I reported them. Remember I told you they've been working on that house for a month. No permits, no nothing. You got a yard full of old furniture and shit in the backyard for a month. And then I'm telling Joni, why didn't you call me? Oh, you were asleep. I wasn't asleep. I'd have dealt with it. He'd have been gone. They broke into the house.
What'd the cops do? What did the cops do? Did they take him away?
I hear you.
What did the cops do to them? Anything?
They're gone. They broke in and partied. One window is split off. The trim's hanging out the bottom of the door. So apparently they got in. But can you believe she wouldn't tell me if they're here doing that?
I know why, Tom. Because she knows you get crazy, and she doesn't want you to have confrontation. I mean, I can see why she did it. I understand why you're mad too. But yeah, you know. But if had you been able to call while they were in there, they would have caught him. That would have been the best.
But it's still like and she was here yesterday too. And then the brother comes and works on the house. Then some other Mexican shows up in a van working on the house. They've been working on it for a month. I don't see a for sale sign. I got a yard full of garbage next door in the backyard. So, cop told me, he says, when I see somebody come in there to work today, call them. They'll come over and check into it. If they have to get code enforcement in there, use that for an excuse. Now, I'm not having that. She said, and there's 2 cars parked in the driveway last night, and I can't believe she wouldn't tell me. No, they don't intimidate me, Mikey.
No, I know, but I know, you gotta understand, you know how women are. They don't want confrontation. They don't want, she's probably worried about you. She doesn't want you going to jail because she knows how your temper is and all that other stuff, So that's probably why she didn't tell you.
Well, she did the wrong thing. And I told her that. I made her real aware of it. She did the wrong thing. Even the cops said she did the wrong thing by not telling me.
If she didn't want to get you involved, she should have just called 911.
Your brain ain't functioning well. All I know is I ain't dealing with that crap. I all started, I went out on the porch. I just went out on the porch to look at the antenna, make sure everything was fine. And I see the bottom weather stripping. There's a piece of steel on the one door, at the bottom weather stripping with a scraper. And that's hanging off the door in the middle of the yard. It's like she broke off the door. She goes, oh, yeah, the kids broke in there last night. I said, and you don't call and tell me?
So you didn't find out till this morning?
Exactly. When I went upstairs.
Then you called the police then?
They just left here a little while ago. I called and reported their answers. And I don't care. I really don't care because I ain't as scared of that funk.
I know you're not. I know. And she knows you're not. She just doesn't want you dealing with it because she doesn't want you to get in trouble. But I get it. Yeah, I don't blame you because, it seems like that kid is, they don't want him around and he's probably just doing whatever he wants to do.
He went in there to party with 3 other guys and 2 buds. And apparently he don't have a key no more. He wouldn't have to break in, would he?
True.
And, he sent the cops as well. What, you talk to the mother? I said, we don't talk. I said, I'm not going to lie to you. We got a history of no communication. I said, they're low lines.
Bad neighbors are not good to have, man.
know they'll try and start trouble for me now because I report them, but I don't care. Like I said, I ain't scared of them.
You just don't want them messing with your stuff, like your antenna and stuff like that, because they can get at that now, you know?
It's a good way to get yourself shot. My property, I can bust a cap in their butt.
Yeah, I know, man. So it's always something. Yesterday was nice out, so all the animals come out.
Copy, but I'm infuriated that my wife wouldn't have told me, man. That really smoked me. That absolutely smoked me, man. I was so close to going off on her, man, but I bit my tongue.
Yeah, don't get in a fight with her over them, you know what I'm saying? But just say, listen, please tell me next time. And, you know, what are you going to do? I get why she did it. I know, you know. I know she doesn't want you to have problems with him. You already got issues, you know. I know you can handle it, but, you know, you got a temper. And I don't blame you for having a temper. I'd go over there, too. Because you don't want, you know, you don't want a bunch of punks partying next door to you, and who knows what they can do. And they don't belong in the house, obviously, because they would have had a key.
He hasn't for a while. He's been gone for a while. Since he smashed up his second car. He's been gone since then. I think the baby daddy, the one she checked up with, had something to do with that. He must have given the mother a bad report that he was in there partying. Because remember I told you for a while he was living in there? And then all of a sudden he was gone. And he ain't been around for, like the last month. I saw him one day helping them move some stuff out of there. His car was parked out front, and he was helping them move some stuff out there. But last night they broke in, so that much I do know. And as soon as I see somebody pull in, you know, even one of the workers, the cop said they call them. They were going to come over and talk to him.
Yeah, you know you get enforcement on them for sure. Because you know how these suburbs are, man. They want you to pull permits if you put a toilet plunger in. You know, like if you have to replace your anything in your house, they want a permit on it.
All the cops too. I said, I'm not some senile old man. I said, there's a history, you know, between us. I said, had the cops here before with him partying and that, of course, they didn't answer the door. So there is a history. I said, I'm going to be straight with you.
Hold on, I got to let Maggie out. I'll be right back. To be on our beat. Wow. The temperature difference is ridiculous. It's 43 degrees here, and you can feel it. It's cold. And on the south side, south of I-80, like in Mokina, it's 61. So we're in for some bad weather on the south side there, WNRB.
There's storms rolling in later, is what I'm seeing. Between 3 and 5.
Expecting it there because the temperature difference is so much. They're 20 degrees higher than us right now. Yeah, it got cold here. I can feel it, man. It dropped a lot. I can feel the temperature starting to drop because the heat wasn't coming on right away.
Copy. Yeah, he didn't wake up to this crap aggravates me. I thought this stuff was over with.
It'll ruin your day, Tom. You know, it is what it is. You know, hopefully you're getting rid of them eventually.
Yeah, that's what worries me. What's going to happen? You know, they could do anything. They could be redoing that place, which wouldn't make no sense, to Section 8 it or whatever. And it wouldn't surprise me for her to do something like that.
I don't know if you could just Section 8 a property. It would have to be, it has to be, you know, I mean, I know, I guess maybe you can. I don't know.
Absolutely you can. So it happened across the street from my daughter's house. She was one of my customers, Laverne. As a matter of fact, one of her family members, Charlie, is a sergeant over here in River Grove. And he was the one that was here tonight. I reported him trying to beat the door in. All the lights went off, remember I told you? And the cops, you're in there. We know you're in there. The lights are going off in my room. And he was getting that front door down. But anyways, when she sold her house, Laverne, on the same street right across from my daughter, Lisa, some guy bought it and turned it into a Section 8 house. And they had a whole house full of blacks over there dealing drugs. And it took them 2 years to get over there. All the cops on the block, they tag teamed them, man. They were real scumbags. They were shooting bullet holes in Brian, which is the next door. He lives next door. He's a Chicago detective in gang crimes. They were shooting bullet holes through his garage door because he knew they were trying to get him out of there.
Yeah, there's just no respect anymore. There just isn't. The people that are a-holes do whatever they want now. So I was just listening to a story today on the radio about some cop that pulled some guy over for something. I forgot what it was. And the guy was a habitual criminal, of course. And he shoots the cop, a 29-year-old cop, and shoots him in the wrist. And so his partner opened up on him and killed him. So now the family's going after him, the police and him. So he says, okay, well, if you get money from the city, you ruined my life. You shot, your son or whatever it was shot me. I want the money. I want some money back because he shot first. So that's the first I've ever heard of that where the cops going back after him, which is good because this stupid city will pay. Because anytime a policeman, God forbid, shoots a crook or an a-hole, the city's just going to pay. They grip and pay. So good. If that happens, I hope he gets paid too.
Radio communications. Jamaica's on. I want to talk to your buddy in Jamaica.
Thanks. And I heard that guy in 38.
Hey, I'm waiting for somebody to show up today to work on the house so I can get him back out here. He goes, you did the right thing. He goes, we can probably get our foot in the door with code enforcement.
The backyard should be enough. All the crap in the backyard. I would think you should be able to get somebody on that.
Are you kidding? You could have a backyard in River Grove. They don't do squat about it. Do absolutely nothing about it. The only thing I've ever seen them enforce is that when somebody puts a really big pool in. Because, when you got a big pool, like even your pool was illegal, you know that, right? When you got a pool, you got to be a certain amount of distance from the power wires. You got to have 8-foot fences around your yard, all the way around. And you got to be a certain amount of distance from the back of the dwelling. They enforce it on here.
It depends on, in the city it might be different, Tom, because I had Russo put my pool in, and they procured all the permits and everything for whatever they needed, so it was not illegal. I had, since we had both properties, we had the proper fence. It only has to be 5 feet or 6 feet here in Chicago, and I had 6 feet around both properties. If it was like, if we didn't have next door, then we would have had to put another fence around, but we had the right fence, so, no, I did it the right way. I was far enough from the power line, So, you know, they wouldn't have been able to put it in otherwise.
Treat me like your French whore.
Sure. On the boot.
Daddy.
Hi.
Sanchez?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I just watched the video on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't think he really cares, Tom.
What?
I don't think he really cares.
He's hungover is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Picture of him sitting by the bar by himself.
How times are rough, huh?
Yeah.
Monday night yet. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Do you need the number for AA? You need help?
Oh, yeah, I wish.
What was the place that dead?
No. That was like 3 o'clock.
That was 3 a.m.?
No, 3 p.m.
You see you sitting there flipping everybody off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, after that, the bar got completely jam-packed. They had a band. It was crazy in there.
Was it Tony's? It looked like Tony D's, right?
Yeah.
No pictures there, you folks. I gotta give you credit for that.
Yeah.
What band did they have?
I think it was a Doors tribute band.
Oh, wow. I can't even imagine that.
They sounded really good.
They good?
Yeah, I usually don't like fucking bands, but they were great.
I wish I'd have known that. I'd have come to that.
Yeah, they were real good. It wasn't too loud. It was good volume, but they sounded good. You know, the guy on this piano and everything.
Doing the Jim Morrison banter.
I don't know.
He used to say some crazy stuff, huh, Tom?
Yeah, like pulling his winky out on stage.
Oh, my God. I was a little bit too young when the Doors were out, but I heard some recordings of him, and boy, what a goofball. He was intelligent, but high, very high.
He was stoned all the time, man. After a while, you're bound to kill a few brain cells. They were talented, though. You got to give them credit for that.
Yeah, they were called Lizard Kings.
That makes sense.
Great name.
No, they sounded good. It wasn't bad.
Was that?
What's that?
Was that?
Last night.
Last night, huh? Okay, I didn't look and see when the picture was posted.
Yeah, last night. They started about 8 o'clock. And then I was there for a little bit, and then I left and bounced around different bars. And then I ended up riding back there around 1 o'clock. It was completely empty. So they once the band ended, everybody just took off.
Ain't done it. Did you say there, Ed?
I don't know.
This is about a useless damn clock, Marky. Are you feeling so good today, huh?
I'm alright.
As the day wears on.
They have bands in there on a Monday night. That's pretty weird. Do they have bands in there like that every day?
Oh, he'll do Fridays, Saturdays, even Sundays. He'll start doing it. And now he's doing a Monday thing. He was doing Mondays last year, and he said, man, they were busy. And he did Monday last week. They were jammed, and then yesterday they were jammed, so everybody likes to go out Mondays.
Am I checking out some music, man? How do you find out? Does he got a page that tells what bands are going to be there?
Yeah, Tony D's on Facebook. Everything's on there. If you follow that, let's see. So Monday night, I wonder if they got anything. I had a burger there last night too. I think it's like $7 or $9 now for the burger. I don't remember, but it's a pretty decent little burger. You know, like a half-pound patty, I think. But they're good burger. Wasn't bad. I'm trying to see what they got next Monday.
Our burgers are always good, man. Usually, in most cases. And they're big, you know. How do you beat that? Like, they got one over here, $10 for a burger, fries, and a beer. Or a pop, or whatever you want. On Mondays. Can't beat that.
Yeah, $9 half-pound burger. And then last week they had a Van Halen tribute band on Monday.
What was that?
Van Whalen.
They got some funny names, some of these bands.
Van Whalen.
What they got coming up? Anybody, anybody else that you can see?
I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
Check out some two with Eddie. Good. What are you listening to? Lizard King?
Send me a video.
They sounded good, man. It wasn't bad. It wasn't. I usually don't like these bands, man, but they're it wasn't obnoxious. It was just decent music.
I love listening to tunes. The only problem is I gotta, you know, I can't handle it if it's like way too loud anymore because my ears get. But I got those Eros things. I'll just put them in. I'll bring them with me if it's too loud. I can still hear the music, but it muffles it enough. I want to hear what it sounds like.
Had it all.
The long version of Light My Fire. Nah, it's a different song, I think, right, Tom?
What?
That's that the long version of Light My Fire?
I guess.
Yeah, I think it is. Good keyboard player.
Not bad.
The voice, though.
Yeah, I didn't see a video with the voice in there.
In 9 GLP, quick, have you guys got any info by Heidner, who's running for governor? Not that he put on
Know nothing about him.
yeah, he's on the correct side of things, so I would expect to have a little publicity.
I gotta take a ride to the Plains, Ed.
Why?
A shovelhead trans for $4.50. That's what I need.
Oh.
Out by 4.5. I'm gonna call them and see if they'll take 4 for it. Truck back on the road.
There you go.
Down at the Harley Davidson transmission.
Okay, I like the ones with a little more horsepower. Turbo 400, sitting in the garage. It's been sitting there for a couple of years now. That I gotten around to yet.
You had the bike out yet?
I was on a bike last night.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
To get the truck going again. On that motor. I just went through it. I'll bet you there's not 20 hours on that engine.
You might as well, because you're talking about, I'm just going to part it out, this and that. Just put it together and ride it. It's probably easier to ride than that other thing.
No, I can still ride the other one too, but not right now. Now it's just not on my belly. I wouldn't even attempt to kick it. This thing might pop. I got a doctor next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, but the following. So I'll probably wind up getting the surgery. No, the trike I like riding, man. It's a blast. You'll like it too. You'll dig it, man. I'll let you ride it. You'll love it.
Yeah, put it together. Let me know. need a hand or something, I'll go over there. I'll help you out.
Got to swap out the trans. Yeah, the only worst part is you got, well, I've done it so many times, it's all air tools. Pull the whole primary, the clutch hub, all that crap, the oil tank, everything, battery box, all of it's got to come out.
A little bit of a bitch.
It's a couple hours. Swap it out. Once you get all that out of the way, changing the trans ain't swap. Bolts on the bottom, man, and lift it out. Hold the master link off the chain.
Okay.
It's a good price, man. I'm gonna jump on it if it's still there.
The vocals, not bad. Pretty good band for a Monday night.
Weren't bad at all.
Did I just hear a woodpecker? What the hell was that? Sounded like it was on my house, though.
There was one by my house, man. Every year that thing would go. It's like those things are quick, man.
Going for oil. Yeah, it's not good if they're drilling in your house, though.
I swear, I'm like, what the hell was that? I was like, brrrr.
By what it was.
Woodpecker. We got them around here.
Don't go like we think they did. 38.
Yeah, they're a lot faster.
Your woodpecker. Sick, man.
Oh, sounded juicy.
Oh, yeah.
After the burger, I had White Castle at like 1:30.
Oh, you're kidding. I remember when I was your age, buddy, we just polished our systems.
Look back at it.
Tom, I wish I could knock back 30 years, man. I had so much fun. The most fun times of my life was when I was working at that club, man. I had so much fun.
Shooters?
Oh, man. Every night was... I mean, I'm not going to say every night was fun, because there was some nights I was banging my head on a wall, because it was so boring, but we had some great times in there.
Been in there many times.
Didn't even know I was back there, did you? Because you didn't know me. You could barely see me above the counter. Makeout sessions with the girls back there, man. Let me bend down and look for some records. Come on over here.
That same Mexican broad's on here. Some YL women's thing.
Ben.
28415. She's been going for like a week.
I talked to her once.
I talked to her a couple times already. Some kind of, was it WWA or something? I forgot. Diana Torres.
Sir, call XA1 YAD or something?
X-ray Echo 1 Alpha Delta Yankee.
Okay, gotcha.
Uniform.
Talking Italian. Sorry, wrong band.
Oh no.
Gracias por el contacto.
Close anyhow. Correcto.
Correcto, mundo.
Doctor. Hoping to get from Europe today so I could check and see how that was working.
Nice. I'm an Italian guy in there.
He's such a good guy.
Gracias por el contacto, Tommy.
He,
David. Island. There's nobody else out here.
that's what I'm saying. It's dead. Absolutely nothing but her. Obviously, she's got propagation coming into her end.
Like she's getting a lot of Italiano.
I'm like it. I don't expect we're going to see much today with the gloominess and good neither.
Blasting in here, man.
Yeah, she's a 5'9".
5'9".
Get this 4 inches me back on the transmission. Marketplace.
Put some up there, or you buy some?
Oh, there's a transmission I need for my Tricon there. It's in this plains. So that's not very far. And the price is right, so I sent them, is it still available?
Nice.
The truck's back on the road. What it is, young ladies, something.
And no old ladies out there, just a young lady.
Been going since the start of that contest. She's been going since Friday.
she's got the 80, an old lady.
Well, these women are starting to get out of pocket here. They're on the radio instead of in the kitchen.
Hey, you just can't confine them to the kitchen anymore, Ed. It don't work that way in this time and date.
In the bedroom.
Yeah, they're in the bedroom all right, taking naps.
Look into this app here.
I'm doing it right now.
Ready to check on it?
Back. So on her beach.
Cat.com. % free. That's what he said. It was really cool when I was watching it, Ed. When you see the frequency come up, just tap on it, boom, it takes you right there. You know, it's got a spotting application where you can spot point to point. It had all kinds of good stuff.
Hey, Tom, WNIV. Has anybody heard the 3Y0 out here on, 10 or, 10 or any of the other bands?
I saw it on there the other day, but it was digital.
Yeah, I saw what, I'm looking for today's happening. See if he shows up today. I know the numbers aren't real good, but he might be playing.
I have no idea. So I gotta install this tail scale on my computer and phone too.
You got it set on the computer and then go through that stuff. And then the phone, you just use IP address to connect.
Yes?
Yeah.
Be all right, huh?
I think so.
Ever hear of it before?
No.
I just happened to see it on YouTube, and I clicked on it and watched like a, 10, 15-minute video. The guy that came up with it. to try and download this. I'm going to run up and get a bite to eat. I'll be back.
Okay.